Okay, we are back again, or should I say, I am back again, as I promised to talk about other reasons why your inflammation could be high in your body and your numbers off. The number should be about 3 to 1 to 1 to 1, somewhere in there. If your body's inflammation's under control with taking good, balanced oils like the omega oils, and we'll get into that in a hot minute. But what are the things that it can cause when you're not taking, or maybe reasons why you're not getting your numbers down? So I'm just going to go with the ones that I have in front of me. You're going to hear me. I might stop and talk about one or two of them, but I just wanted to make sure you guys got this video right after my other one that I just talked about. Okay, with no more further ado, let's go here. Excess body weight is one. So if you have excess body weight, we know that it's like heavy on the bones and the organs. So good thing to try to get that down. But if you're like me, we'll talk about the next one, what can cause it. So a hormone imbalance, if you think about it, the hormone imbalance can really do a number of inflammation on your body. But when you get things into balance, hormones seem to go into balance too. And I've noticed a big change in that the last year here. And I was on lots of supplementation for hormones, you guys. Oh, it was not even funny. So poor quality supplement, it could be just poor quality supplement, and you have to check out, what are you taking? Are the polyphenols taken out and not put back in? There is a clue. Food sensitivities. If you have food sensitivities, it may be harder on your system, your gut, etc., to get the balance in there. Okay, metabolic syndrome or insulin resistance, and that's a huge one, but I would still try. I wouldn't give up if you have that. I would make sure to not give up. Work with your doctor, whoever it may be, and get those numbers balanced as close as you can, because you will feel the difference. Chronic infections. Okay, so the last few years, I had some major infections and had dental work done, and 3 teeth pulled, a cracked jaw, and we hooked to stop right there. And yes, and the infection was going up, and yeah, it was a whole crazy hoopla do. And so glad I'm on this side of the coin. And eventually I'll go back in and have them all checked to make sure all the infection's gone. That ain't just harboring there, right? Like sometimes that can happen once you've had, all right, it's going to come to me, root canals. So look into root canals and the side effects of them and see if you have infection harboring down there, because that can cause your inflammation markers to be totally off. Okay, gut challenges, look into that. Like any kind of gut inflammation in there can cause challenges within the gut, and I'm not going to even go into all of them, but there is a boatload of them. And then autoimmune is another one, and that comes into play with a lot of other things. So again, we're going to just kind of go back, circle back to this. Okay, genetic issues. Yeah, we all have some of those somewhere hidden in those deep recesses of the genes, right? Okay, the next one is smoking. Who would have thought? I am not condoning it. I'm not for it. I'm not against it. I'm just one of them. I could care less to smoke. Just can't stand the smell of a smoke. But if you're smoking, it's going to pull them down. It's kind of like a stress on the body. But on the other hand, it has its benefits too. And then sedentary behavior. If you're sitting at a desk, which you're probably thinking I'm doing when I'm behind the screen here, you're like, Sue, you're always in that same spot, in that chair. Well, it's because I can keep more focused when in my office. When I'm out and about, I get distracted by the dog, what to make for dinner or lunch, breakfast, whatever, people coming and going, you name it. I get distracted, and when I get to my office, I can keep my focus, so that keeps my stress down. Yes. Poor sleep quality is the next one. chronic stress. You guys, just what we were talking about, stress. Low fiber intake. This company has an amazing good fiber product. I've never been a big fan of taking fiber products. Always seem to have challenges with them, but this one, it is so good. Okay, and then here's another challenge why you could be having issues with your numbers, your inflammation markers high, and your numbers not coming down. High intake of carbs, sugar, or ultra-processed foods. You know, again, everything in moderation, right? We are going to just do this thing. Okay, veggie oils. This is the one that I really worked on hard for the last 9 years plus. Getting rid of those oils. Corn, soy, all of them. Seriously, you can work it around it. If I can go down to butter and olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, you guys, you can do it too. And then excessive alcohol. That is the other one. And excesses, I won't even get into this. I just don't drink. I don't think we need to. I think it's just mind altering. So going back on this, as it's shown here, there's studies on all these different areas of how they affect our inflammation in our body. So with that said, if you're looking to get yours tested, ask me, come over on Facebook or even down below and ask me for the test. We have them with this company. They are, I think, in the US, $127 with the first test and a bottle of the oil called Balance. And then you get an auto ship set up for for the next 3 to 4 months. And you get one Balance oil for, I think it's $45. Then you get your 4th month with that oil, a free test to take after you're done with that 4th one for the 5th month, or at the end of the 4th month, 120 days, and you send it in. And it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for both the first test and the last one. And it is so cool because it gives you lots of results. The main one is the big inflammation marker. That's what we're looking at. So with that said, you guys, there is a lot of variations here, right? With a lot of different things that can affect your inflammation in your body. But if we get some of them into, moderate zone, I think we can work on a few of the others, right? And then get tested, get the oil in, and then see from there. So again, thanks for watching. Minnesota Sue here, leaving you until the next one. Goodbye.